Hey guys, Cohesive Friendship Unit here. We're going to be talking about Valve today and the fact that they might be getting back into the game making business. I am Chris and I'm here with Jeremy.
What up?
Brian.
And his name is John C.
He had to do the whole thing. Okay. And Jake.
Hey guys.
And again, we're going to be talking about something that was said at a presentation for the upcoming Dota 2 themed card game HOTFIX, a game everyone has been looking forward to for years. No, nobody gives a shit about that. But Gabe Newell gave a presentation and he said, quote, HOTFIX is the first of several games, plural, that are going to be coming to the US. That's sort of good news, hooray. Valve's starting to start shipping games again. So there's kind of a couple caveats to that real quick that I'm going to brisk over, and then we can talk about it. The first one is he talked about how he was jealous of Nintendo, and specifically about how Nintendo designs their games around hardware, and how Valve has been working closely in the past few years in hardware development with the Steam controller, the Steam box, and to a lesser extent the HTC Vive. They seem to be interested in making games around custom hardware. At least that's what they implied. The other kind of caveat is somebody got to demo HOTFIX at Valve Studio, and they mentioned that they had games like Dota 2 running on a tablet, which would point to games coming to mobile. And the last kind of caveat is the last game that we had that was using a Valve IP was Portal Bridge Builder, and this latest game is a card-themed game called HOTFIX, which is less than exciting. So maybe not Half-Life 3, maybe not...
Definitely not Half-Life.
Maybe not Dota 3, maybe not Left 4 Dead 3, but what do we...
Left 6 Dead.
Let's crack it open.
Would it be Left 6 Dead, or would it be Left...
It would be Left 7 Dead, actually.
It would be Left 7 Dead.
Because it's Left 4 Dead 2 was Left 5 Dead.
5 Dead.
That's true. That was
No. But then you gotta carry the
Dead.
extra one.
No, dude, that's not how it works.
What? Yeah, dude.
4 is two positions. Like if you take 4 as 1,
It's in phase 3, dude. That's what you didn't understand.
I like how this is what we got caught up on.
I don't think they're going to continue any franchises. I think it'll be something new.
Okay, so Jake thinks something new. Do you think it would be a straight PC game, or do you think it would be like a VR game?
I think it would be a VR game, and that would make me super hype if they made a VR game. Because they tend to make good games. I would like to see the power of a big... I don't know if Valve's really a big studio, because they don't really make games right now, but they have a lot of money.
They have a shitload of money.
Yeah.
Jeremy, Jake, do you have any? Or sorry, Jeremy, Brian?
So you mentioned maybe speculation that Valve was interested in working with custom hardware. I think that outside of the HTC Vive, we're not going to see that. I think that's just Gabe. You can be jealous of Nintendo and what they're able to do with their custom hardware, but I think Valve clearly took a whack at it with the Steam box, and it hasn't really panned out. And the Steam box also isn't really custom hardware. It's like it lets you play PC games on your... Well,
they lended part of the... Nintendo developed the Nintendo Switch. Valve co-developed Vive.
Right.
Kind of so...
Well, if we're talking the Vive, yeah, there's the Vive, but I don't think they're going to develop exclusively for VR.
Yeah, I don't know. So, I mean, the only thing that I was thinking, if they're really into this Vive thing, and everyone talks about this, magical killer app, could be a Left 4 Dead, Portal, Half-Life 3. There could be a 3 coming.
No.
And it could be it could be VR exclusive.
Definitely not.
I don't think
0%
so.
chance.
I don't think so.
0% chance.
Yeah.
10% chance there's a threequel coming. 0% chance that is VR exclusive
So-
for one of those established franchises.
They did release the lab, which took place in an Aperture Science lab exclusively for VR.
That's a spin-off. I'm talking like a Portal 3. Portal 3 will not be a Vive exclusive.
Fair enough. Okay, but
If they made,
do you think they could have like a big effort game on VR, like a not a AAA, but like a substantial game come out exclusive to VR,
define substantial?
like an actual game, like not a tech demo, like something that
Like a headline.
Sure.
yeah, like a 10-hour experience.
I mean, how many games even come out for VR? Not many.
well, a lot do, but not a lot from a big publisher.
I mean, like on the
Right.
level of Resident Evil.
25 to 30% of the population nauseous. That's why there's a technological limitation to the hardware. That's
There's a
why,
biological limitation, dude.
no, it's a technological.
No, it is. I'm
We'll
teasing.
overcome that. We're gonna when they come out with hologram consoles, that's a different story. That's not that far off, I don't think. But
When they come out with Steam U, where they do you like the guy in the Steam logo.
or the Matrix, dude. Oh, they put the fucking thing in your head.
Yeah, dude.
Valve.
Yeah, they put the
Ooh.
Valve.
Oh
Ooh.
no.
Then you get then you play Portal
Then you
4.
download the games directly to your fucking cranium. You can play GT. You can be Nico Bellic.
It's not virtual reality ready. It's reality ready,
Real-
dude.
If you die in Liberty City, you die in real life.
So what are the odds that this is just like, because they mentioned that Dota 2 is running on tablets, what are the odds that like this is just basically we're porting Left 4 Dead 2 and Half-Life 2 to iOS, you know?
That would be so disappointing.
Also not high.
That would
Also
be
not- why don't you
actively
think
like
that's high?
bad.
I don't think. First of all, I don't think Left 4 Dead 2 would play well on iOS at all.
And what's like it could run it or what?
It's a shooter.
Yeah.
How would you play a shooter on your phone?
Twin
To use virtual sticks, which are
Yeah.
abysmal.
I don't think they have
I-
any reason to do that though. Like you don't make money on mobile just by selling games. You make money by
Yeah.
And it would be
selling
embarrassing
like
for
loot
them.
stuff.
It would get terrible reviews. People would be like, "Valve, what is this garbage?"
Yeah.
So what do you think this is?
I think that it's some sort of Switch-esque product, to be honest. Some sort of tablet that has some sort of local multiplayer capability built into the console that you purchase in the store.
So you
Because-
think Valve is going to release a console
That would be interesting.
I think they're going to release not like
hardware?
they're going to release some sort of hardware. I think it's going to be more of an adaptation of existing hardware, or it's not going to be a novel concept so much as it's going to be something that can leverage the fact that they're effectively the Amazon of video games.
So you don't think that they've learned their lesson?
Not really, no.
Okay,
Like you think like are you thinking like a Switch that just plays PC games?
that's an Nvidia Shield.
Right,
Yeah.
but like
Right, essentially,
Valve.
or, but have because they have a significant amount of market share, they could potentially encourage game developers to make versions that were optimized for their hardware.
That's what we thought about Steam OS.
Right, but I think that the game has kind of changed with the Switch. I mean, I'm not as enthusiastic about it as you guys are, but it like in terms of hardware, it is kind of something that's never really been done successfully by
Yeah.
a mainline publisher, like a tablet type thing. And I think that there's enough of them out there, there's enough manufacturers of gaming type tablets that they could work, that Steam or Valve could find someone to work with. And you know, the games that they developed were really strong games. Like Portal, those were great games. Left 4 Dead, those were great games. Like they have the development potential there. You know, if they're making stuff and they're saying this is exclusive for our systems, and oh, by the way, we have a whole bunch of games that or optimized for it that you can play on it. Older stuff, but they work well on this system. I think that they could really potentially do all right with this.
All right.
Or not.
Jeremy, Jake, do you have any thoughts on this? What this could be? This whole game, specifically the games. What are the games? What could they be? Like, what is this big? Is this small?
So I think I don't have as much of a theory about what the game would be, but more of what type of game. So I was reading up on Artifact today, and one of the big things, Artifact's the card game, right?
Yes.
I keep wanting to say Anthem, but Artifact. The big thing about that game, which I think this is like a whole nother discussion, but one of the kind of crazy things about CCGs or digital CCGs is that you can't like sell the cards afterwards. Whereas with Artifact, you will be able to trade cards through the Steam marketplace. And I think whatever game they do develop, there's going to be a huge Steam marketplace component because that makes them a ton of money.
Yeah.
So that's going to be something that's going to be under regulatory
Pretty soon.
Right. Over scrutiny, like relatively soon. So,
well, not even like because they're not selling loot boxes; they're just trading digital content with theirs.
Right, but
you can gamble or you can launder money through it, basically.
Right, but I'm just saying they're not the target yet, so I don't think they're planning on losing that anytime soon.
No, it would be nice to see some integration of the marketplace features, but I'm kind of hoping they don't bank too heavily on like microtransactions and item trading being the way to go.
Right. I mean, I could see like a Diablo kind of game, even like some sort of not an MMO because that would be too big for them to make.
Like a loot heavy.
Some loot heavy game that involves the marketplace extensively.
Yeah. Which Diablo 3 tried and that blew up in their face. But
right.
All right, Jeremy, do you have any thoughts on this?
Yeah, but more so in what I think it's not than what I don't specifically know.
Yeah, that's fine.
I feel strong. I don't think it's going to be a console.
Well, the game. So go ahead.
All right. So that blanket statement is I don't think it's going to be a console. I said a little bit as to why before. Potentially for a game, I think it'll be smaller rather than bigger. I think Jake is right on the money with the integration of the cards into the Steam marketplace. Maybe it could be like if they wanted to keep it strictly, for fun and just to make the game more interesting. If like you couldn't cash the cards out for that game or something like that, you know what I mean? Like they're non-sellable items.
Or they stay within the marketplace, like Steam.
Something like that. So there's not really a gambling component, but rather it's more... Because I think that idea is cool. Like back in the day when you would trade Yu-Gi-Oh cards and you would try and trick like 4-year-olds. I think that could be fun. But I don't think that the game... So I think that's for the card game in terms of whatever the additional game will be. I don't think it will be loot heavy. I'm not totally expert on what Valve has put out before, but that doesn't seem to be their MO, and I think that would get them bad press that they don't want, and it would be against the spirit of the company, which is generally kind of like, Nintendo-esque. Like, that would be like if Nintendo came out with a loot-heavy game. People would be like, well, this isn't what Nintendo does. They're supposed to be, like, doing their weird rabbit shit. But I don't know what specifically the game could be. Like, could it be like Portal 2.5? I would go heavy on Portal 2.5. Is that out yet?
No.
If we're sticking with established franchises, Portal 2.5 would be my guess.
Why are you saying 2.5 though?
Because they made 2, and I bet that it won't be a full... Portal 2 was like
it'll be a
VR
game.
Portal.
Another game in the Portal universe.
Maybe it's like, they put out VR Portal 1 and 2, and they put out essentially like, a 4-hour Portal 2 campaign. Something like that. That's what my guess would be.
Really, what I'm saying is 2.5 really isn't that big.
Well, they never said it was going to be big. I think
it's going to be small.
They just said that they were making games.
They haven't... When was the last time they put out a new game?
I mean, so That would
2001?
no,
Five
no,
Dead, right?
1998?
no. Also not Left 5 Dead. No, the last game, I guess, that's not Portal Bridge Builder because that was using Portal was the Lab, which came out with the Vive, and it was essentially free. So and it takes about 2 hours to complete. I've played it. It's not a full game, and then before that would be Dota 2, which was 2013.
Yeah, so I think that like a small Portal edition, and Portal is probably outside of Half-Life, which I don't see coming. Portal is their best known and most kind of revered franchise.
Half-Life.
I said outside of Half-Life. I would say Half-Life would be number 1, and then Portal would be number 2. But I don't think anything Half-Life is coming. I think
Dota?
Do you think
I don't
that
know why they
Portal
would
is
do a new
better known
Dota.
than Left 4 Dead?
Or Dota?
Why would
You
they
kinda
sell
cut
a
out
new
there.
Dota, dude?
Dota's huge, dude.
I know. Why would they make a new one and cut their player base in half?
Yeah.
Or
Well,
divide
it'd be
it by-
free. It'd be free to play again.
And I think,
they made
honestly,
a
I think
Dota
Portal
2.
is probably bigger, better known
Really?
than Dota. Yeah, probably.
No.
Oh.
Dota 2 before PUBG had by a long shot, highest concurrent players on Steam.
Yeah, but that's concurrent players. Obviously, Portal isn't a game that really like you play concurrently.
All
You know
right.
what I mean? And I think Portal has permeated pop culture in a way that Dota has not.
Fair enough. I see what you're saying.
I think there's a reason they chose to release the Lab for the Vive when they could have done anything.
Yeah.
So that would be my guess. Portal
All
2.
right. Cool. All right. Yeah. Well, good points. Good points. Yeah. Let us know what you guys think in the comments about Valve. Are we getting Half-Life 3 this year? Switch exclusive.
Switch
Half-Life 3 using the Joy-Cons and HD fucking rumble. Is it gonna be? Is Half-Life
7.5 dead?
So guys, I'm calling it
Half-Life 3
now.
for iOS.
I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. Half-Life 3 is going to be a Switch exclusive, using Nintendo Labo, exclusive Nintendo Labo kit, Half-Life 3, and Gordon Freeman is going to be in Smash. Just calling it 100% confirmed. Let us know what you think about that groundbreaking news. Be sure to smash that motherfucking like button and nail that subscribe and click that ringy dingy bell. We'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.